Due to India's long hilly border in the northern part of the country, a large number of young security forces are required for a better occupied and more prepared military. Now, the government has come up with the Agnipath scheme to fulfill the need of young and well occupied armed forces. The recruitment of Agniveers who have been envisaged as the backbone of our combat units will start soon by all three forces, that is Indian Army, Indian Navy and Air Forces. Let's see a short overview of Agnipath scheme. What is Agnipath scheme? Agnipath scheme has been unveiled by the government to recruit soldiers across the three Indian forces, that is Indian Army, Indian Navy and Air Forces. The scheme allows young, motivated and patriotic youth to serve the country by joining the armed forces for a period of 4 years. Who are Agniveers? The soldiers joining under Agnipath scheme will be called Agniveer. They will work into the army for a period of 4 years, and after completing the 4-year tenure of service, 25% of the total Agniveers recruited in one batch will be recruited back for a period of 15 years into their respective services. Aspirants aged between 17.5 years and 23 years are eligible to apply under Agnipath scheme. Benefits of Agniveers: along with month payment after the completion of the 4 years of service, a one-time Seva Nidhi package of rupees 11.71 lakh will be paid to the Agniveers under the Agnipath scheme, which includes their accrued interest thereon. Agniveer will also get a life insurance cover of rupees 48 lakh for the 4 years. In case of death of Agniveers, the payout of insurance cover will be over rupees 1 crore, which also include pay for the unserved tenure. When soldiers will leave the service after completing 4 years, government will help rehabilitate these soldiers and will provide skill certificates and bridge courses to them. Why Agnipath scheme is required? The need for a scheme like Agnipath was felt after the 1962 war with China. One of the main reasons for starting Agnipath scheme is to lower the median age of our security personnel. The same was also highlighted by the Kargil Review Committee. As India has mountainous border, both China and Pakistan forces with a lower age profile will perform better in such areas. In the era of technology, nature of warfare is also becoming increasingly multi-domain, evolving in different aspects of warfare, including cyberspace and information warfare. With the advanced technological infusion in the defense, forces need to come up with a future-ready fighting force. Focus on research and development is also needed for advanced forces, but presently more than half the yearly defense budget is allocated for pensions, while less than 5% for research and development. Agnipath scheme, which aims to recruit defense personnel in short-term contract, could reduce increasing pension budget in all the three formats, that is Army, Navy and concerns of Agniveers. As Agniveers will join Indian forces at the age when they could prepare for another job and opportunities after completion of 4 years of service as Agniveer, only 25% of them will be retained and rest will leave the forces. After leaving the forces, it will be very hard to find another job opportunity. The major concern is that 4 years of service will mean other job will be out of reach after that and they will be left behind their peers. Agniveers hired under the Agnipath scheme will not receive any pension benefit. However, they will get a one-time lump sum of rupees 11.71 lakh when they end their 4 years tenure. Government's promise for non-retained Agniveers: after completion of 4 years of tenure, government will help the non-retained Agniveers to start the next phase of work with bank loans which will be extended to them on priority. Proposal for preferences and reservation in other services will also be given to not-retained Agniveers. In addition to this, National Institute of Open Schooling (NIOS) has announced that a special program in consultation with defense authorities will be instituted to enable Agniveers to further their education and obtain a certificate of passing class 12th. It has also been decided by the Ministry of Education to launch a 3-year skill-based bachelor's degree program for serving defense personnel, which will be recognized the training that have received during stint time in the armed forces. Agnipath scheme's way forward: Agniveers completing the tenure of 4 years will get a sum of approx rupees 11 lakh, which is a moderate amount for starting a new business. Thus, Agnipath scheme will act as a double benefit move by providing entrepreneurial opportunity in youth and growth of the country's economy. If Agniveers want to start a big startup, government will also help in providing loan on priority basis, which could be very helpful in shaping the future of non-retained youth. Government should also extend some benefits like education and medical facilities to Agniveers after completing the tenure of 4 years, which is given to present forces personnel as it is basic requirement. Thank you. Jai Hind.